Welcome friends, today I am going to discuss about matter and their classification that I have already discussed, and specifically about metals and non-metals. So I have already discussed that matter or substances can be classified into two groups: pure substances and mixtures. Pure substances are homogeneous substances and they can further be classified into two groups, that elements and compounds. Elements and compounds. Pure substances are always homogeneous, that is, this is the same composition throughout the mass, throughout the bulk of the substances, and mixtures can be homogeneous or heterogeneous. Today my topic is about metals, non-metals and metalloids, that is about the elements. Elements can be grouped into three types. Elements. Water elements. Elements are the pure substances and they are composed of only one kind of simplest particles, that is the molecules. That means in an element there are homogeneity, at the same time they are made up of same type of simplest particle molecules or atoms. Now I will discuss about the classification of elements or grouping of elements. They are grouped into three tiers. There is metals, non-metals, and in between the metals and non, there is another group known as metalloid. Metalloid. The characteristics of the metalloids, characteristic properties of metalloids lies between the metals and non-metals. First I should discuss about metals. Metals and their properties. Metals are generally solid, they are good conductor of heat and electricity. They are good conductor of heat and electricity. They are sonorous. Sonorous means when heated they can produce sound. Fourth group is the ductility. That is, metals are ductile and they are malleable. What are ductility and malleability? Ductility means the capability to be drawn into wires. When force exerted on a metallic substances, it can be drawn into wires. Similarly, if a force is applied on a metallic sheet, it will be drawn into fine sheets. All of you already perhaps know about the gold foils. Okay, so these are the malleability, ductility, solidity, conductivity. These are the properties of metals. Now I discuss about the properties of non-metals. Non-metals. Non-metals can be solids, they can be solid, they can be liquid, and or gases. They are not sonorous. That is sonority not present. Sonority not present in the non-metallic substances. They are non-ductile, they are non-malleable. Generally, they are the poor conductor of heat and electricity. So these are the characteristic features of metals and non-metals. So what about the metalloids? Their property lies between the metals and non-metals. Example, metalloids. Example, arsenic, arsenic, antimony, arsenic, antimony, two examples of metalloids. Metalloids are having the property between the metals and non-metals. For example, metals are good conductor of electricity, non-metals are poor conductor of electricity, and metals are generally used as semiconductor devices. For example, diode, etc. These are the semiconductor devices. Diode, triode, transistors, etc. are called the semiconductor devices. Now, there are some exceptions. For example, metals are solid, but solid at room temperature. Metals are solid at room temperature. There is an exception. Mercury is a liquid metal at room temperature. Metals are generally ductile, that is they can be drawn into wires. Zinc is an exception. It is non-malleable and non-ductile. Non-metals are bad conductor of electricity, but graphite is an allotrope of carbon, is used as good conductor. It is generally used as an electrode in electrochemical process. It is an allotrope of carbon. That topic I will discuss in my next classes about the allotropism. So, carbon, that graphite, that is carbon, although a non-metal, it is good conductor. And there are carbon fibers, that means thin wires can be made up of from carbon particles, which is a non-metal. So you can say that the non-metal has the ductility, but this is not true. It is an exception. So today I have discussed about the general properties of metals, non-metals and metalloids, and with some exceptions. Exceptions are very important. In my later classes, I will try to discuss about the allotropism that I quoted today, about graphite. Okay, thank you for all.